Hey yo, what it do, YouTube? It's Drop Down TV. What up, family? I'm pretty sure by now, the ones that know me, you see this face, y'all know the vibes. I have to say no more. Enough said, so we can carry on. Yesterday, a buddy of mine ran this story across me that happened out in Oregon. You know, Trump had his supporters out there in Oregon. And evidently, some kind of way, the Trump supporters end up running across BLM. Now, along with these Trump supporters, you got this little white militia group called the Proud Boys. Go look them up. Little white militia. I mean, and evidently they ran across BLM some kind of way. They paths crossed, and the report read that a couple of Proud Boys end up beating the shit out of one of the BLM protesters. So you know me, just for the simple fact I do what I do, I go look it up. And this is why I made this video, boys and girls. And then people ask me like why I don't follow this. Well, why I don't represent Black Lives Matter. Y'all want to know why you shouldn't really represent Black Lives Matter? Go do your Googles. Go Google Black Lives Matter. And this was very disappointing to me. Because in the beginning, pretty much the slogan Black Lives Matter made sense when they first came out with it. So, of course, I stood by it. Just like everybody else. Everybody want to give Grandmaster Jay smoke for standing behind Black Lives Matter. But I'm pretty sure people, if you was black, when that movement first started, you stood behind it too. So don't crucify that man for standing behind something you probably once stood behind yourself. But yet and still we are to the present date. And this is the way I feel. Go Google anything when it comes to Black Lives Matter. This BLM movement. And see who they have in the front row of all your pictures. White people. I'm not saying white people aren't supposed to be a part of the movement. But damn it, why are they always the front face? Every picture I look, go just Google Black Lives Matter and go to images. Pretty much all pictures is going to have the first two rows is going to be rows of white people. Like it's their movement, but we are the ones that's carrying them. Man, this is my whole point. When you ask me why I don't represent Black Lives Matter, that's why. Everything has taken over Black Lives Matter. But the slogan itself and what the shit is supposed to stand for, and that's Black Lives That Matter. And as you see, we live in today's date and society still don't think Black Lives Matter. So why the hell is you pushing something that don't even respect you back? So when you ask me why I don't represent Black Lives Matter, go do your Googles. Go do your Googles and then just go to images and look at all the pictures that they want to show you. You understand what I'm saying? These are pictures they want to show you like, yeah, it's not bad as y'all say it is, because look at all the white people that's out here. White people is on the front line. White people is not dying on the front line, so y'all need to take a back seat. That was my whole thing about this Black Lives Matter. It's not like I'm tearing it down, because like I've always said, strength is in numbers. But when you start letting them be the sales pitch and the front face of a movement, when the movement clearly says Black Lives Matter. But if you go look at most of the images, you would think it's a White Lives Matter movement. If you notice, every time some pop off with white people with Black Lives Matter, it don't never be with a black person and a white person, outside of this Trump thing I'm reporting on now. But at the end of the day, it's always like a white person, like the little white dude that came out there and shot. He was shooting up white people, but it went up under the title as Black Lives Matter. So when they look at it, they look at the Black Lives Matter as an angry movement, just for the simple fact it be white on white crime. It's not a Black Lives Matter that's angry. It's the white people that come. Antifa be the ones that's angry, making every movement look bad. So I understand Grandmaster Jay when he don't want everybody in, and I'm not saying that man is perfect. But come on, when you let everybody be a part of your movement, it tears your movement down from the core. Because Black Lives Matter is not what it stood for when they first came out. You got too much backing, and once white people start putting their money in it, and then you say once white people start putting their money in it, you might as well say white people bought it. Same thing. They did Black Lives Matter the same thing they did to Nick Cannon. They did the same thing to Nick Cannon with Wild and Out they did to this Black Lives Matter. You're thinking it's all black, but at the end of the day, when it's funded by white people, who do you think it belong to? Same thing with Nick Cannon. I mean, no disrespect to Nick. I mean, because you know Nick is Nick. You know some things, and I feel that about the record and about anything about the industry. There's a lot going on that we don't know about. Whole time I thought that show belonged to Nick Cannon. I thought that show Wild and Out belonged to him. Until you get them angry white people mad, and you find out black people, you don't own nothing. Just like you don't own that Black Lives Matter chant that we out here chanting. And it's no disrespect to the ones that chant it, keep chanting. But go do your Googles too. Go look at who they put on the front line. Go look at who's always in the front of these images, in the front of these pictures. Yeah, you might get Mason and a couple with his fists in the air and all that. And the little, and Shorty. I can't think of a name right now, but I'm pretty sure I know y'all know who I'm talking about. Yeah, you might catch them two in the front. But if you notice everything behind them first 2-3 rows is white people with their fists in the air and holding the signs, all Black Lives Matter, or Black Lives Matter and all that. It's not our movement no more, people. I'm not telling you to hop on NFAC, but rep something that's going to rep you back. Black Lives Matter may not be doing it right now, yo. And it's Drop Dime, and I'm out.